The primary understanding is that the whole existence is godliness. The very fact that it has penetrated and permeated into everything is that we cannot find it in one place. So when we say within and around, it's everywhere, but a deep realization is that how is that this sacred space that we are currently occupying is not able to experience that level of purity and essence which we call as godliness. Why are we looking outward to feel good in a sacred space, in a temple, in a pilgrimage spot? Why is it we are hunting? So a part of us which is not in harmony with the nature is constantly looking out for some kind of a to look out for something which is there in some secluded spot, something which is far off. So how to experience something within? The first process to it is the deepest acceptance, deepest trust that we are it. Something magical happens when you move from the assumption that we are it to a realization. So self-realization and God-realization are not different, they are the same. The self-realization, what people think is that I will get to know a part of me, an identity. It's not just the identity, it's the core which is reflecting through us. So what is the core that is reflecting through us? There's one source, one soul, one mind, and a stream of flow which we call as creative intelligence. And if it is passing through us, we are just mere witness to this pure dimensional flow. If this dimensional flow is unique and flowing through each one of us, we are experiencing the same wave in a different frequency, the same godliness. So what is godliness to one? Could be through music, one could be through an art form, could be a dance. So the same godliness sparking through us, having different expressions. So this one ray with millions of possibilities of expression. So how to find it within? First by acceptance, by trust, by experiencing purest state of love. Love is the frequency that can usher us to the highest knowingness. Love has the tremendous potential to direct us to the power of connectivity, and that connectivity which you can feel in every cell of yours, every atom of yours. It's not separate from anything else outside of it. So that thin line between in and out, which demarcates the body versus the space versus the entire universal understanding that there is experiencing a shift of awareness in different dimensional flow. So the same source which is reflecting through all of us is the flow that we are experiencing through all of us have to be recognized. So how to experience godliness within? Where do you start? Visualize yourself that you are the greatest expression of that same source, and how would you behave? How would you shift that awareness? Something magical happens when we accept to recognize the godliness in everything. Soon, since this we are playing a light and shadow game, we have treated God and not God, or what we call as demons, devils, or Sabbath, whatever you call it, as the dark element, the shadow element. So if we are one with that light, how could we try to demarcate separateness inside us? So how do you find God? The God is there in everything. You don't try to find God, but experience the godliness as love. Experience the flow as love. And when that itself will usher us to that level of knowing, and that godliness is not going to be in the assumption that how it should be. What we have been assumed as hard-coded, the Godhead, we have religions and belief systems and hallucinations which lead us to something outside of us, and that has actually corrupted our thinking process and not allowed us to accept the sacred space within, the geometry within, the madness of love within. There is something magical which is possible, and that we have missed out. If you can click into passion, if you can click into creative flow, you can experience the entire instrument as the most beautiful vehicle of the divine, and everything flows. Godliness is a constant reminder, and that in that immense gratitude everything flows through.